You know, I didn't think there would be a day that I would be coming to Jess Hilarious' defense because I don't care for some of the stuff that she says, but I'm a diplomatic blogger, and when people are being done wrong, I speak out about it. So, check this out. Jess recently did a show in Detroit, and she spoke about how she didn't know who the comedian Damon Williams was. So here's the clip.
Who wouldn't want to perform in Mike Epps' comedy club? 2, prior to me going, they told me that Damon Wayans was there. Only for me to get there, right? And see that it was Damon Williams.
Shut up.
I swear to God, I don't know no damn Damon Williams, and I'm sorry, sir, you might be a fine comedian, but I don't know you. They said.
So, to me, it doesn't shock me that she doesn't know who Damon Williams is. Damon Williams is 60 years old. Me and Jess are around the same age. We're in our 30s. Which means that when Damon was popping and like doing a lot of comedy, we really wasn't even old enough to be watching him or to know who he was, okay? Me and Jess are millennials. We come up in the age of like technology and more online stuff and all of that, so we would not necessarily know who Damon Williams is. I didn't even know who Damon Williams is. I had to go look him up to see his face. By name, I didn't know who he was. So it doesn't shock me that she does not know who he is. Literally, me and Jess probably graduated high school. Like, she probably graduated a year after me. So, right. I want y'all to keep in mind, and I'll use Living Color as an example. Living Color ran from 1990 to 1994. Which means by the time that I was watching it, by the time that Jess was watching it, we were seeing reruns at that point. Okay? Super old reruns. Had some of these actors and actresses not been in movies, I would have probably never really known who they were. So that's where I'm coming from in defense of Jess, right? And also, I want black people to stop thinking that every time that somebody gets in the industry, that they got to do this deep dive and know every single person that came before them. I understand respecting the elders in the game. I understand paying homage. I get all of that. But Jess is not an actress, she's a comedian. Which means that a lot of these comedians that y'all like and praise are not as big as y'all try to make them in your mind, okay? I'm not saying Damon Williams is experiencing that. What I'm saying is y'all have to realize that some of these people are big names to you, okay? Which is why when she's talking about the comedians that influenced her, she never names him. She names Kat, Mike, other comedians that were relevant to her age group, okay? But I also want y'all to listen to her core message as to why she was even talking about the club.
Charge $40 a picture, and they already submitting their money. So Chris like, yo, we gonna do this. So they ain't nobody budging nothing. We finished the meet and greet, and I was also referred to the club by some guy named Harry. He's supposed to be an attorney that worked with the club and everything. And according to Kim, Mike don't even want nothing to do with the club, but she tried to make it seem like that Mike don't want nothing to do with the club because some other crap. No, he don't want nothing to do with it because this right here.
She continues to speak. Y'all can go to her page and check it out. But she said she was treated horribly by the club. They tried to make money off her meet and greet. They didn't have anything on her rider. As you can see, she was speaking about how the guy walks up on her husband and all of that. So I say that to say this. Women in the comedian space are still being played with. Had this been a man, y'all would have not have played with them like that. I promise you, y'all wouldn't. Had that been a man, y'all would have not told him to stop the meet and greet or none of that. Y'all would have let it ride and do whatever. Y'all try to play with her because she's a woman and y'all didn't think she had her business stuff all together, but she clearly does. So I'm glad that she said something, and I'm glad she called this out and told people do not go to that comedy club anymore in Detroit, and she warned other comedians not to go there either. Y'all really need to stop playing in people's face, especially when she has a platform like that and she can just basically just shut y'all down. Now y'all not about to have no comedians over there. Congratulations, you played yourself.